38109. Whitehaven has got some parts of 38109. This is a large zip code. It might be, if I'm looking at our map, geographically the largest. If not, it's close to it. Rule of thumb for me this is Westwood. They call it the Westwood area.
61.
Yeah, anything that is west of Highway 61, I'm telling you, is a no-no. Over the years, I keep telling myself, one of these years I'm going to say, hey, go ahead and buy over there, because I do feel like it's getting a little better. But here's what you're finding. You're finding turnkey providers that are going over there because they're running out of areas to buy properties, and they're fixing them up, and they're selling them as turnkey properties. I would caution you on that big time. So be very careful and wary of anything that you're buying west of Highway 61 and 38109. East, brick, closer to Elvis Presley Boulevard, which is 51. Go ahead. I've got several on Bonnell and a few in those areas. Like I've got 109, so I don't mind it. I just don't come. Really, I try not to get close to 61, much less go over it. So closer to 38116, the better. All right, 38109 statistics. Where is it on my list? Here we go. Westwood. At July of 2022, we had 95 sales, 1,147 square feet, 94,374 is your average. July of 2023, 61 sales, 1,300 square feet, and 110,000. So to me, and only a 33% drop or 30% drop is great. I mean, that's strong. And a little increase in price. So 38109.
Like you said, it's active.
Turnkey providers might be going over there and selling some higher end houses to other investors, and that might have brought that up. So
for sure.
I don't want to sound like I'm down on turnkey. That's the right product for the right person. I would just be real cautious of where, if you bought over there, no matter if it was turnkey or something you were developing. And you might say why. If you heard me say this in 38127 west of Highway 51, it's the river. You're getting so close to the Mississippi River. There is no commerce and no jobs. The cops don't like going over there. There's just no activity whatsoever.
Yeah, because it's not bad being by the river, but the problem is there's no bridge, right? The bridges are up in downtown. So downtown by the river is as expensive as real estate, and you'll find them in Memphis or in Tennessee.
Right.
But when you get away from that bridge, there's nothing that can west. I mean, just the river.
There's no activity.
There's no activity, so you have to go back east.
Yes.
So that's a great point. There's 42,000 people over in 38109 making $32,000. So that's an average rent of about $875.
Yeah.
$850 is what property management's seeing. There's 16,000 parcels. Huge. I think that might be as many parcels as we've seen in a zip code, which was what your point earlier. Built in 1965.
Yep.
1,350 square feet.
Yep.
3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Good. Find something in 38109 east. That's the east part of the zip code, closer to,
closer to Whitehaven.
To Whitehaven. I mean, then I think you're in good shape, especially if it makes sense. And there's some that come in 109. I think they can come straight down into Horn Lake. That's right.
So
you can be in Horn Lake in Mississippi in 3 minutes,
and there's a lot of activity happening in Horn Lake.
It's one of the fastest growing cities.
So that is a little bit of a draw on 38109.
Yeah. Don't mind 38109 at all if you can find something that pencils out and makes sense.
And property management, they see a lot down there. Core Lynn sees a lot down there. So there's a lot of activity.